Here are 10 quick leveling tips you might not know. Legion events in World Tier 4 are the fastest way to level up, but before it starts, sit next to the campfire and click on it and stand next to it until you get the buff to plus 15% XP. Invite people from around the campfire too and form a party for 10% extra XP on top of that, and also drink a potion for 5% more. So we will have plus 30% XP while doing the Legion event. And always use a potion, any kind of potion, just for the 5% XP buff, and keep refreshing grid every 30 minutes. You can just craft them yourself if you run out. Instead of farming for legendaries, just get the aspects your build needs from their dungeon and then craft it if you have materials. Upgrade the yellow with the aspect you need to a legendary. But first is cheaper and costs less materials if you enchant the stats, upgrade it and add sockets before turning it into a legendary, and you can do this for most of your gear to have a nice head start in leveling fast, especially if it's on alt and you are starting fresh, since gold and materials are account wide. You can also pin the legendary you are missing and it will show on the map the dungeon from where it drops. Also find some boots that will give you a flat out movement speed increase. Those will increase your overall leveling speed by quite a lot. Speaking of account wide, get all the Arters of Lilith as soon as possible. If it's your first character, go get them after you have the mount, since the earlier you get them, the higher the boost they will give, since they give flat stats. Pretty much every statue gives you +2 strength or intelligence or willpower, so the power spike from not having any to having them all is really high, especially on fresh alts that already start with huge stats for their level. And also start leveling on World Tier 1, since you will one-shot everything, and the boost from World Tier 2 isn't worth the swap. You can go straight to World Tier 3 when you are able to, and then to 4 and stay there when you can manage it for more XP. Upgrade all your gear to at least level 3, and you can upgrade your weapon even more if you want to. You will replace gear quite often, but having them upgraded helps a bit, and it's super cheap. For old gear that you want to replace, if you want to take the socket out of it and put it in your new gear, just salvage it, since it won't cost you anything to remove the gem. You can mark items in your inventory as junk, and if you sell a junk item to the vendor, it will auto sell all the items marked as junk in your inventory. Also a bit of a cheat, you can farm Helltide Cinders in World Tier 3 and then swap to World Tier 4 and keep your Cinders and open World Tier 4 chests with them. Beat the campaign first and do the side quests and map exploration and clear the map to get your renown maxed out in every region afterwards. Paragons are very important, especially the glyphs and the legendary nodes that get unlocked, so pick something that is good for your build. Some nodes just straight up increase your damage by 10% to 20% for just a point, so be sure to set a proper path for them and pick the right ones. Also, don't forget to have fun, don't treat it like a chore and just enjoy the journey. Since there isn't much to do in the endgame yet anyway, I hope you find some of those tips useful, and thanks for watching.